Well, welcome back to another episode of So Glad We're Friends. I'm Maggie.
I'm Devin.
I'm Brittany.
And before we get started, I just want to plug our YouTube and Patreon real quick because we always forget. But if you would like to watch us on video, see Brittany's cardigan, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch all of our videos. And then if you want to hear us talk even more, we keep talking after every single episode on our Patreon. So you get those bonus episodes weekly and a Q&A monthly, or sometimes we do fun little other things, vlog while we're vacationing, etc. And you can get access to all of our past videos when you join, which is over like 100 or something at this point. Pretty crazy.
That is crazy.
It is
I can't believe
crazy.
it's been so many episodes.
I know. Oh my god, I just heard the craziest noise. I thought that was a rat. That just scared me so bad, but it was not a rat. Anyways, today we're going to do an audience Q&A, which I am super excited for because you guys always ask such good, juicy questions. But before that even, I have an update because I went to the hip doctor.
Okay, tell us.
I might cry. Like I get a little emotional about it when I talk about it.
Oh no.
And I'll also laugh because it makes me uncomfortable when I want to cry. So basically, for those who don't know, I was born with hip dysplasia. And my mom texted me this whole long paragraph so I could have it for the doctor, like of my history. And it kind of just like reminded me how much it was. And one, it's so crazy that like my parents went through that. Like that's kind of just what I've always thought is like, this is like my parents' trauma that they had to go through. And I'm really lucky that I don't remember any of it. But like they had to deal with me a few months old having surgery, then getting in a cast and a brace. Then that cast got cut off and they cut down my whole leg. So then I couldn't get in a cast again. And then I found out too, like I didn't realize I had surgery even when I was like 3. And then I was in a brace. So then I had to like relearn how to walk after that, like at 3. Like,
well, also your body remembers that. Like even if you mentally don't really remember it, like
that's what my therapists have told me.
Yeah.
And your body keeps the score. Yeah. But it is hard when people tell you that, but you're like, but I genuinely have no memory of it. You know, like it's a weird concept kind of, even though I know my body does remember. So yeah, so I went to the hip specialist because my hip's been hurting and I told him all of this and I got x-rays done, which it was so fast to get x-rays done. Like back in the day when I did it as a kid, it took like so long. You'd have to lay down and put this like whole thing over you and be in a hospital gown. And this like I literally just stood there for like 5 seconds and she's like, okay, I'm done. Like
that's nice.
It was super, super easy. Yeah, super cool. But basically my left
multiple angles.
Just like literally 2. Just standing there, and then I put my leg like up on a little block. Yeah, feel free to jump in and ask any questions or whatever you want to say. So he told me basically, it's hard to show while I'm holding the microphone. I'll use the microphone as my bone.
Oh wait, did you figure out if you have hip dysplasia in both hips or if it's just one?
Oh, it got corrected in my left. Like it wasn't really ever in my left. That was fine. So the reason I had to keep having the surgeries was because it wasn't correcting in my right.
Okay. So when you were born, it was in both?
That's a great secondary question.
Because if they corrected it in your left, then that kind of sounds like you did have it in both and then they fixed the left.
It's confusing because I was born breech from a C-section or whatnot. So both of my legs were up.
Oh.
But I don't know if like I don't know that answer, unfortunately.
My mom was born breech vaginally. Isn't that crazy? In the 60s.
The more and more we learn about your grandma is just like insane.
And your mom.
Like what a warrior. And your mom, obviously.
Every episode there's a new Christy lore.
And she doesn't even listen anymore.
Nope. She's not going to know what we're talking about her anymore.
Maybe she follows us on Instagram. She can see the clip.
She never said anything about the Costco clip, so
I was wondering.
Yeah. Anyways,
that's so funny.
You were pulled out of your mother's stomach breech.
No, you're good. I'm going to try to keep this as fast as possible. So the microphone is my bone, and this is the bone around it. And basically, like, it's not covering my bone versus on the left side, it's like fully covering, positioned properly. So I think, I don't know exactly, he doesn't know what made it hurt, but I think all the stretching, all the Pilates and things that I've been trying to do to help it have been actually hurting it. like stretches where you put your knee to your chest and lay down. Like I don't have the flexibility on my right side that I do on my left side. So like I've been having Cameron like push down on it and like really try to stretch me out. And apparently that's not good. I shouldn't be doing that. So I basically just found out that one, I can't run ever. I'm not supposed to run. So like that's just like I don't run. So on one hand, it's like good excuse, but on the other hand, it's like that's just really sad also because what if I like wanted to run?
Do you think you're gonna get a second opinion from someone else? Because like
possibly yes. So I start physical therapy tomorrow. So
okay, because also like maybe building
there.
that muscle around there could help.
Well, so that's I guess the problem is like that's what people think or say, and he's like that's why I'm also worried for you to do physical therapy. Because you don't want to like strengthen the muscle around it or try to increase mobility or things like that. Like that will just lead me to a hip replacement faster.
Why?
So you just deteriorate and wither away? Like that doesn't, I don't
well,
like
yeah,
that.
I didn't get that either. So that's why he was like, I don't want you to not be active. Like he was like, you could still walk your dogs and hike and do yoga and Pilates. And like he told me that I can still do those things. But like that's I guess what I'm kind of confused about. And I hope that the physical therapy tomorrow will like give me more clear answers on that. But he said like if I leave physical therapy with it hurting or if I'm doing any activity where it hurts more, then I shouldn't do that activity.
Can you tell the difference between joint pain or muscle pain like in those situations? Because if you're building the muscle, it's going to be sore, whereas like
or like your hip
exacerbating
flexors.
The joint.
Like your hip flexors can be like really annoying and kind of painful. Like my hip flexors are always like really tight. And it like feels like my hip.
That's not the joint.
I think I can tell the difference because I've been working out more. So like I've been sore more recently in like my butt and hip area and thighs and stuff. Where I feel like I've felt those muscles, but like this pain is definitely different. Like it's not like I think I can tell the difference for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I hope like physical therapy like will help. But that just seems like very funny. Not funny. Interesting though, because I feel like there's people that go through like losing a leg or like a really huge injury and they're like walking and running and stuff again. So I feel like
100%.
there has to be something
like you'll never walk again and then they teach themselves to walk again.
For sure. Or like my parents were saying too, and people were saying that I've told this is like, well, then once I got the hip replacement, like then would I be able to run? Like, is it a thing?
Yeah, I think so.
Where I'm putting that off for so long to live a life.
That's what I was going to say.
Like, I don't know. It's kind of confusing.
Also, if you are going to get a hip replacement at some point in your life, isn't it better to do it when you're younger, when you can heal quicker and easier from it?
But you do have to get, I don't know how long they last for, but I think you do have to get them replaced.
I think that's the reason, like, why, which I'm not sure about. Like, I think apparently you used to only be able to get it once in your life or something, but I feel like that's not the case anymore. I don't know. He said like he would want me to aim for my 50s or 60s, but like if it
typically
could be
last a modern total hip replacement will last 15 to 20 years for most patients, but with many lasting 25 years or more.
So he'd want me to wait till my 50s to then that be the last one.
Yeah.
In your 50s, you'll be able to recover quickly too. You'll still be young.
True. And then I have no idea too. I told my dad this and he's like, oh, so you'll probably have to have C-sections. Like you probably won't be able to have a baby like go through your birthing canal. And I was like, what? Like I've never even thought of that.
That is so interesting.
We're like going to study anatomy now.
Yeah, my dad just said that. So he's definitely not a doctor. So I'm not listening to that opinion necessarily, but
he's not a gynecologist.
No, he's not.
That's really
his electrical training didn't really cover gynecology.
It didn't go that deep.
He's like, this is how a woman's body is like electrical wiring in a house.
That is probably how he would describe it. But yeah, so back to physical therapy tomorrow. So that might be fun or not fun. It's a little nerve-wracking.
I feel like make sure you get a good physical therapist because I tell you what, I had one when I went to physical therapy and she basically just would like touch me, like be like this. And she's like, okay, you're good. And then she was gone for like a couple weeks and I got a guy and he was like massaging my back and like working out these like kinks and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck have I been paying this girl to do? Like, let me get this guy now, because I'm like,
Oh,
what are you even
wow.
doing here? I don't understand.
Sometimes men are so much more thorough and they want to like sit and explain things to you, whereas women are sometimes just like, okay, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
even
they
know if
want
it was like
mansplain.
female or male. I just think it was like the person. Like, it just
Yeah.
happened to be a
Yeah.
guy.
I know in my head, I always just say men are worse, but like that's
Mhm.
not true.
Yeah.
Because I just had a new eye doctor and it was a man and he was so nice.
Did you
so,
get
so, so
contacts?
nice. And I'm like, oh, I forget. Yeah, I got contacts.
Oh my God, huge news for the girls of 2026.
Have you put
I
them
know.
in?
So you can see the computer.
I don't have them in because I only got 5
Okay.
until
Like
the
little
order is
sample.
ready, and I
Did
need
you use
them for this
1-800
weekend.
contact?
No, I ordered through Target because I got
Why didn't you
like
do Costco?
40%. Because I go to Target. I don't know. But I got Ray-Ban eyeglasses, the round sunglasses that I wear. I got it in
Yay.
eyeglasses, and if I ordered everything from them, I got like 50% off the glasses.
That's
And
so
I was just
nice.
like, yeah, let's do it all.
That's
But-
so exciting. So when do they come?
I don't know. They're going to call me. That's why I'm like, I need to save these contacts for Lady Gaga because I need them.
How is
100%.
putting them in?
I got it in my first try.
You're joking.
Great.
No.
Oh my God, I sat there for 30 minutes when I first did this.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious.
Yeah, the guy
I was like
next to
gonna
me
cry.
was like, I'm going to laugh at you when you don't get them. And the lady was teaching me.
I'm sorry.
and- yeah. There were two
Okay.
guys, a girl and a guy that like do the teaching stuff.
I'm gonna bully you if you don't get
Yeah,
this.
he's just one of those guys. He's like,
What a
I
weirdo.
know I'm going to laugh at you because nobody ever gets it.
That's
Okay.
impressive.
I
That's so
didn't.
exciting.
So you
for
were like, I gotta fucking do it on this first try to show this man.
Yeah, I was nervous. I was probably like shaking, but I got
Damn.
it. And they're easy to take out. And I feel
Yay.
cool.
oh my God, I still cannot take them out.
I think that's a lesson with contacts. Like, don't ever try for 30 minutes of it. Like, if you're going for 30 minutes, like, then you're too frustrated. Like, just do it a couple times. Walk
you
away.
have to,
Take a
when
break.
you
Come back.
go, you have to fucking put it in order to leave the office. They don't let you.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Have
They
you
won't
done
give
it
you
where they do it
contacts.
for you?
they didn't offer that to me.
Oh.
She's an adult. She has to be able to do it herself.
Yeah.
I guess they would want you to, like, show that you can do it.
I would
once you're
rather
at home.
put my finger in my eye than someone else.
I know.
Put their
I was gonna
finger in my
say.
eye too.
I think that would have been a disaster had they tried to do it
Same.
for me. But I still have
like keep your eye
damnedest
open, and
time
you're like,
taking it
I
out.
can't. You still have a hard time getting it out.
Yes, every day.
Oh,
when I
that's
try
the
and get it
easiest
out,
part
I'm
for
like,
me.
Ugh, I don't know.
Did your vision have to like adjust to them, or do I have the wrong prescription? Because
They adjusted a tiny bit, but it was probably like 2 weeks, and it was more so just like getting used to something being in my eye versus like my vision.
I feel like my vision now has a hard time going from far to close when I'm wearing them.
They're not the
Although not
split
that-
ones, right? Where it's
No, they're
different.
my vision is the same. No, because I'm only nearsighted or whatever.
It can be like if it's not even the right prescription, it could be that brand or that shape
Yeah.
and like sizing could be wrong, even if the prescription is right. Like you
Yeah.
literally
that's what I was gonna
shouldn't
say.
feel
The brand could be different than the prescription.
Yeah, like I really only
Okay.
like AccuView.
I also think looking at, because I look at screens for so long, like on the computer, I can't really wear mine that long, like doing a lot of computer work.
Yeah.
So that's annoying. But
Yeah, I don't know. He said they fit my eye perfectly, but
Yeah, you can see 'em. I think blue light glasses do help too.
it could just be, I mean, there's a difference between fit and then actually wearing them and having them, like the feeling of them and everything.
Did you get contact eye drops?
no, but I use
You
eye
should
drops
get
because
some.
of my Accutane. I have
Well,
eye drops.
you can't use normal eye drops. You have to use ones for contact.
Like while the contacts are in.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It helps though if your eyes are dry, or if they're like feeling uncomfortable, or it's many hours throughout the day or anything. It helps just like restart them.
Good to know.
You're so welcome. Britt, how was your Sunday night therapy? How crazy!
It was
Oh, yeah.
actually really good. And I'm like really proud of myself for doing it, because I feel like when I first started therapy, I was like, oh, like if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I won't like, try and rearrange my schedule or whatever.
Force it.
But she's like, the only time that I have available this week is Sunday night. And I was like, honestly, let me try it. Like, let me just do it. And I asked her for next week as well, because I'm leaving next week. And it's like Monday at 6 p.m. And I was like, okay, like, let's make it work. Like, let's just try it. So it was really nice, like going to bed, like kind of having all of my like feelings and thoughts and everything like out, and just feeling good. And I slept.
Did you
really
sleep
good.
well? Like, were you
Yeah,
able
I
to?
slept
Yeah.
really good. So I don't know. Definitely won't be like a routine thing, but I'm proud of myself for like finding time and like making time and making therapy like a priority.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So that feels good. I also like, we just literally talked about like doing things that make you feel good. And there's some workouts I've just been avoiding, even though I know they'll make me feel good. And I did that on Sunday as well. Like I went and lifted, and I was like, oh, I feel so good. Like I feel so much better about myself. I just feel like overall like happier. And I'm just like, why? It's so annoying when you
I
like
know, isn't it so annoying?
there's something good for you and you just have to do it, and then you just like don't do it. But I'm like just trying to like reinforce it in my brain, like do those things even if you're like wanting to avoid them or skip them or just like, I don't know. So
It's like the people whose brains overthink everything. It makes everything so hard. Whereas like some people just wake up, put their shoes on, go to the gym, or like even just wake up and brush their teeth. Like for me, it is so hard to just fucking brush my teeth. It's 2 minutes. And I just, it's too hard in my brain to do it.
I think like that's, I don't know, something I've been like, I was looking at and like thinking about too is like just did like a 3-mile walk yesterday. And I was thinking about like when I started walking, how I like really only wanted to just do like a 15-minute like small loop. And then I just kept like building up and like doing it more and kind of finding that positive reinforcement. And I like the thought of doing an hour long like 3-mile walk like over the summer was like, that's kind of crazy. Like, why would you do that? Like, just do your loop and be done with it, kind of thing. And now it's like something I crave doing, and it's just so interesting. I think like I am somebody who just needs to do like little things and build upon them, just to kind of like reinforce everything. But I don't know. I also think like with working out, for example, like even brushing your teeth, I think like there's a lot of shame of like, I know I should be doing this, and like try to make yourself
and then
like
you don't do
force
it.
yourself into it. I'm like, okay, but that never works for me. So it's like,
yeah,
I think because I had that habit of like going and doing my like harder workouts, I'm like, why can't you do that? Like it was so easy for you like last month or like 2 weeks ago. Like what's wrong with you? And that's like, I'm never gonna like actually end up doing anything that way. So
no,
I feel like I just have to figure out the positive reinforcements.
Yeah, your walking method was so good that it screwed my hip because I was out there walking an hour and a half.
I know. I really hope that it's like not. I hope physical therapy can like fix it easily.
I know, because I was really loving those walks. The dogs are so pissed. They're like, damn, we haven't gone on a walk in like a week.
I definitely think also a second opinion is a good idea, Dev. Like,
yeah,
just seeing what else somebody thinks about it.
Yeah, because he also was the like general person, but he was previously a hip specialist for 15 years. So I like felt confident in his opinion, but he was like, I can also refer you to the hip specialist that's like working there if I wanted as well.
Oh yeah.
So I was just gonna do my resting and see if the pain went away.
Yeah.
We shall see. Any other updates, Steph, before we answer questions? Do you want to talk about Gaga or no? Because it'll be.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's only a week later, really.
I just love her.
I just love
her so much. Oh, and like I get to see her 3 weekends in a row.
That's crazy.
Have you looked more at tickets, or are you waiting till the like day?
I'm scared because like she did the Grammys and then the Super Bowl, and I'm like, it's going to be so much harder to get tickets now because she's so in the zeitgeist, and people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to get tickets. I have my eye on these 2 tickets for when Paige is here, but they're currently listed at $4,000. They're in the very front row, right next to the catwalk, in the front next to the catwalk. So really good spot.
You did just get paid.
But I'm really hoping I know. I'm really hoping that they go down and that someone doesn't buy them. So I'm checking every day and just.
And that really makes up for Australia. Like if you got front row.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's what I want to treat Paige to the front row. I told her. Yeah, and that bitch, I need to see her up close and personal. I love her so much.
With your contacts too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Unobstructed view.
And my sign.
It's so funny.
Marry me. Yeah.
You're going to see every detail.
Well, I wore my glasses last time that I was in the front row. But I was I don't want to be a nerd with glasses on again.
It is different because you really can't look out of your peripherals.
Yeah.
Did your prescription change? Did it go down at all?
Probably. I don't know. I don't remember what my last one was. And honestly, I didn't look at what the new one is.
Oh.
Okay.
Just give me the context so I can see Gaga.
Down as in better or as in worse?
Down is worse, right? More towards negative is worse.
Yeah. But I guess it's going higher in the negative. So just depends how you would word it.
I am not negative yet. I don't think. Or
I think they're all negative.
I don't know.
I was going to say, I feel like they're all negative, but I don't know.
But maybe not because what is a 2020 vision then?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just three girls who don't know anything. Oh, let's start with that question. Speaking of, I thought this was so funny. Somebody sent us, it's hard to take advice about relationships or life seriously from you girls. Yes, girls, not women, who live in a bubble, not in a relationship, has no real experience, and seems to think TV and Netflix specials count as real world insight. I was like, damn, okay.
The shade.
First of all, don't take advice from a man
us. Who doesn't listen to our podcast, though.
That was
what do you mean? You guys are both in relationships.
Yeah.
And we're very much women.
Married. Yeah.
I think we're women.
So offensive. I really wish. Oh, that was I could block that person, huh? Because I can see who it is.
Yeah.
No, that
was in a question box.
Was that a question box one? I think it was an anonymous one.
I am about to take the ability to submit questions away from everyone.
But those who submit great questions, thank you so much. Please continue.
I know. It's just I wish that I could see. Obviously, I'm anonymous, but I just wish I knew who was sending the rude ones so that I could take away their privileges.
It's hard because we want people to feel comfortable to be able to send, which anonymous helps with that.
I also feel like we have three very different takes on any sort of relationship questions.
So true.
So
yeah,
I think
we all have pretty different life
provide
experience.
really well-rounded answers when it comes to those things.
Exactly. Maggie's been in a relationship since high school. I've never been in a real relationship, and Brittany's been
in lots of types of relationships
all over the place. Yeah.
Clip that. Wow, that's hilarious. Okay, well, let's answer the good questions.
How long would you stay in the talking stage? Maybe a month or less.
I agree. Maybe a few if you're if that situation applies to you where it needs to be a few months. But I think longer than a few months is a lot.
Okay, but let's define the talking stage because I feel like talking in college and high school is a little different than talking now. If you're literally just pen pals, and you don't meet up and you live in the same city, you have a week to talk about your date and then go on a date. You do not get to talk and just be pen pals. Unless you want.
But also I think if it's okay, if that is ideal for both parties, then that's great. But if you're wanting more and they're not able to commit to more, that's how you put up with it for only so long. You have to set a time for yourself of what you're willing to accept.
I guess it really depends on what stage of life you're at, but I really think if you're past 25 or even 24, you don't need to be talking for weeks on end before meeting up because you're just delaying the inevitable. You have to figure out if you like each other or if you have a vibe in person. Because a lot of people can talk and have good conversation, and ChatGPT could be talking for them. You never know.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's terrifying.
I feel you need to meet up and get their vibe in person and see if there's chemistry or a connection there.
What if it's long distance?
Well, you got to FaceTime.
FaceTime,
and phone calls. and there
Yeah,
should be
I
like a
think
point to
FaceTime's
meeting
fine.
up, like an intention to meet up.
And yeah, agree with
But
that.
yeah, I don't think.
But
we'll
also, if you
really
just
be
want a chat GPT partner, using someone off a dating app is a lot less energy costly. So instead of being in a relationship with chat GPT, maybe you could find someone on Hinge.
I mean,
But
a
if you
lot
are
of people
defining the
do
talking
like that.
stage as like you haven't defined your relationship, then I think like a month and a half, at least to understand like what you're doing, where you're going. You don't have to like be in a relationship after that, but you have to like know where you stand.
Yeah, I think you have to know what you want and how much time you want to wait. You know, like you have to have your own boundaries.
Yeah, and I think it's silly when you're exclusive but not together officially. Like that doesn't really make sense to
Yeah,
me.
what
I feel
do they
like that
say on
period
Love
should not
Island?
exist.
I liked that though. I liked being able to like know that people weren't going around doing other things with people, but not having to fully commit yet until I was like really ready.
I guess so, yeah. But I would say the same thing, like not more than a few weeks or a month tops. What do they say on Love Island?
I know.
Will
What
you
do
be
they call it on
closed
Love
off?
Island?
Closed.
Closed off. Yeah. We decided to be closed off.
That's
And
such
they're all
an
like,
interesting
yay.
term.
I love it.
I think it really only makes sense in the Love Island bubble because, like,
Literally.
they're all there to date each other. So being
But I
closed
think
off is
that
like,
translated almost to real life, like with The Bachelor. Like I remember I told Cameron, I think because I watched The Bachelor so much, I told him when I was falling in love with him, like opposed to just being in love with him.
I think I'm really starting to fall for you. Or I really think that I could fall for you soon. I feel like I'm going to fall for you soon.
One day
Just
in
letting
the
you know where I
future, I
stand.
will.
He's like, bitch, do you like me or not? Are we exclusive? You're like, I think I could fall for you.
I think I am starting to fall for you. I haven't actually fallen. I'm not falling, but I think I'm going to fall.
One day.
I'm tripping.
I'm tripping. You got me tripping. Okay. Do you know if you want to have kids? Are any of you unsure?
Yeah. I'm a little unsure.
I just feel like my clock is ticking and I always felt like I would feel ready or like prepared and I don't, you know? But it's like I've always pictured myself having kids and I don't want to die without having kids. But then the older I get and the more I still just feel like a kid myself, I'm like, maybe I could be fine this way forever. I don't know.
I do sometimes really feel like I'm a kid playing in like an adult person's life. And I'm like,
100%.
how am I making these decisions? Like a brand is flying me first class to New York. And I'm like,
oh my God.
How did I get here? Like,
Literally.
I don't know. Like,
but doesn't that make you feel like an adult? Because those things make me feel like a grown up.
Yeah, but then I like think about it from like an out. I don't know. I'm like,
that's just
am I
imposter
adult enough to be
syndrome.
here? Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like, oh, I don't deserve this. I'm still a kid.
No, I feel
I'm
deserving
just
of
a
it.
kid.
I just feel like I'm like playing, like cosplaying an adult.
That's good. No, I deserve it. Love that. Yeah,
No,
I was gonna say the
belong
same
in first
thing.
class. I just sometimes don't feel like an adult, you know?
Yes, I feel that. But I was gonna say the same thing as you, Dev. Like I've always imagined having kids when I picture like myself being an old woman or in any older age in my life. I picture having a huge family. But then like the time just comes and then you can't picture it actually happening now.
Yeah, because your life is never going to be the same ever again. Like it's such a huge life-changing commitment. And it's really
like,
scary to like have the decision to make it.
That's where I am like, I really want to feel good about like the changes that I would be making to my lifestyle and like how I live my life.
Yeah.
Do you feel better, Britt, once you did the function test, like that you got information about your eggs or whatever?
Yeah, that I definitely have like more time. I did feel way better about that. But
yeah, like I almost feel like should that just be a general thing? Yeah, like maybe just to get checked to then kind of just reassure yourself almost to have more time.
Yeah, and then maybe like being put on the like you don't have much more time would make it more clear to me maybe like, oh, I have the next 2 years or nothing. Either it'd be like,
Yeah.
okay, then I'm fine with that and I'm not going to have kids, or I'll be like, oh, I really want kids and I'm going to do it now, like.
For sure. We're working with like a fertility company with one of my clients, and I am like really excited to like learn more about like the egg freezing process and just more like get more education around everything. So I think that'll be really cool.
That's super cool. I'm excited to get my Oura ring back and then to hopefully one day like be able to really track my cycle and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting married in March. Any advice for not stressing and just having fun / staying present? I feel like it can be hard when you're like, when everyone tells you so much that you need to stay present almost. Like, cause you're just like, just stay present, just stay present. And that's hard to do. I was looking at
like
old
when you're
video.
trying to meditate.
Yeah, literally. Like, don't think of anything. Don't think of anything.
Yeah.
In the video footage from the videographer from our wedding, like so many times I'm like asking like, what time is it? What time is it now? What time is it now? Because I was like so worried about it being over and it going by super fast. So I don't really know like general advice because I think that you'll feel that way no matter what. So just trying not to think about it and knowing that however the time feels, like it's going to feel like it's going by fast no matter what you do. So just try to be in the moment and have fun and not care about what time it is. But also I think that can help sometimes. Like it did help me occasionally to know what time it was. And then I was like, okay, we have 40 minutes. Like, let me chill out.
Snap back in.
Yeah. Would like simplifying things make it easier too? Like, I don't know.
Like having less
to, like pick the
things.
simpler. Yeah.
I think so. And like we were really just limited on time in general. Like it was really like just a few hours and then it had to be over.
I didn't get to do any of your cute little activities. Like
I know, that's so sad. You didn't even know they existed.
Oh yeah, we did that.
That was so fun.
I was drunk.
Made me cry. It was very cute.
I didn't even know there were tattoos or anything like that.
They were right next to the phone booth, but sure.
Wow. Well, I was drunk by the time I found the phone booth.
Well, that was the goal, so I'm glad. Oh, yeah. And I guess with planning it, it's the same thing. Just like try to have fun and not be stressed out about things. It's kind of what we we're talking about in general of like just even daily tasks of not stressing our nervous systems out, like while you're doing the dishes or folding laundry. I saw a TikTok that was like, instead of trying to do this as fast as possible, I'm trying to do it as slow as possible, like to try to not stress out your nervous system as much. So I think if you're like, oh my God, I have to do this and then I have to do this and then I have this to-do list and it feels like so much, instead if you can like just flip your mindset to like, oh my gosh, I get to do this today. I'm going to have so much fun sitting down and like planning this part out.
Yeah.
Because it's really not that stressful when it comes down to it. It should just be fun.
Yeah.
Britt, do you have advice as you approach this time?
I won't be planning a wedding. So whoever plans it, good luck.
Good luck to them.
And because I'm not planning it, I think I'll be much more present.
That's true.
I'll have some.
That's like, you know how
when the time comes,
celebrities, when they're really busy, like actors, singers, whatever, they don't know what their schedule is. They don't know what they're doing the next day. They're like, people just tell them what they're doing. And they're so much more able to stay in the present moment because they don't know what they're doing tomorrow. They don't know their schedule for the next day. Like they're just in this moment now. And then their manager says, okay, we have to leave. You have to get ready right now. And then we're leaving in an hour for this. Like,
I will say though that somewhat, like we had a day of coordinator, but they also did way more than that. Like they helped us a few months out for sure. But it almost in some instances took away what we wanted to do. Because like, for example, like instead of us walking to the food trucks, like she just delivered us a plate. So then we didn't get to do that. And like, she didn't make the plate like the way that Cameron would have wanted his food and whatnot. Or like, okay, now it's time to go do this. Like, guys, come here. It's like on one hand that helps because it helps the flow of everything and makes it how we planned. But then it's also like you're not really as in the moment, just doing whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure like a good balance of that actually. So I enjoyed the help as well. How do you guys cope? How do you guys handle an existential crisis?
Avoidance.
Tough.
I was going to say avoidance. I'm really working so hard on trying not to be avoidant with certain things like that. I think therapy.
Avoidance
That's
via
the
doom
only way.
scrolling. Therapy. Yeah.
You've been really knocking out your appointments, Deb. Do you think therapy is going to go there? Go on the list?
I need to. Yeah, I think, well, now that Willow's chemo has slowed down, hopefully my psychiatry will slow down. I'm seeing her again
Mhm.
tomorrow, but like I'm just keeping on the same. So I feel like hopefully it'll be less.
That's good.
And I only have 1 more month of Accutane, so hopefully that'll
you
freaking die
decide?
down. I'm so sick of that. Yeah, I'm doing 1 more month
Good.
to knock it
I
out.
think that'll be good.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe I should add therapy into that.
I came to a halt with therapy because they said I have to call the office after I filled out the form.
Why?
I feel like that's
See,
kind
you know
of
what I love
normal,
about my
though.
psychiatry office is I can text the front desk. Like they
Ooh,
know that
love
people
that.
have mental disorders and like I need to cancel an appointment. I just text and
That
they
is
say, okay, when do you
beautiful.
want to reschedule? Is this good? Yeah, that's
Love
good.
that.
Okay, see you then. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So maybe you need to find a different therapy office.
But is it to like do an intro call, or is it like they need to talk to you for some reason?
Like to see if it's a good fit and like get all the background and information.
Well, duh, you have to do a call for that.
Can't they call you? Like that makes it easier for me. I feel like if they
Same,
call
same.
me.
No, I don't know. It was like, just call this number. And so that was about a month and a half ago.
Dang, that's really hard. I've been needing to some of my trees died in the backyard and
Oh,
I
no.
have to call to get them replaced. And I'm probably on 5 months now. I don't even know if they'll still
Is there
replace them because I
yeah.
haven't called.
You gotta do that. You paid a
Maybe
lot of
I
money
could
for your
call
back.
for you and you could call for me.
It is
And
really
answer
funny,
your mental health
Maggie,
questionnaire for
how
you.
you're
I don't know if that
able
would
to
work.
call for other people, but not for you.
I know. Anxiety's dumb. There's no logic.
Yeah.
Which I guess is how I handle an existential crisis. Is I do let myself sit in it. I usually give myself a day of like being sad or being in my head or being whatever. I give myself the time to feel that. And then I try to think like, why is this going on? Is this a period cycle thing? Is this where there's events happening in my life that's causing me to feel this way? Journaling can then help you figure out what's going on. If you don't know why you're having the crisis, it can like get all of those thoughts put together so you can understand what you're feeling. And then from there, usually for me, then that just tells me like, oh, my brain's lying to me and I don't necessarily need to be having this existential crisis, and to just take care of myself as normal is usually how it ends up going. But there might be other steps that you might come to help you.
Yeah, I don't really. I wasn't kidding when I said avoidance. I really think I just do things to not think about it.
I feel that. I mean, I do that too. Nothing, Brett?
No, I literally said therapy.
I mean, great answer. Great job.
But like, I usually try and just avoid it. But therapy, I feel like having my standing therapy appointment forces me to be like, okay, let's talk about this.
I do wonder if my anxious attachment like also applies to myself, because I usually am right away like, what's wrong with me? Like, I need to figure this out. Why am I feeling this way? Like, I tried to like I do avoid somewhat because of like listening to podcasts and audiobooks and all of that stuff. But like, I also do want to figure things out immediately. We got a lot of advice or like multiple questions about new puppies. This person in particular needs to introduce them to 2 cats. Bitey sharkness stage is happening, and any advice for that?
Wait, what stage?
The bitey
Bitey shark.
piranha stage.
Mm-hmm.
It's a brutal
Yeah,
stage.
Ted hated Willow. I mean, he still does, but Willow would just, chase him and dodge and then, run
How do
towards
you
him.
initially introduce? Like, how did you do that?
I just let it a free for all. I didn't do anything. They don't get along at all now. It's probably the most chaotic thing about my house is Ted and Willow.
I feel like it's rare to see cats and dogs that really get along, like where there's videos of them snuggling and stuff. I feel like that's more rare.
I think it's easier when the cat is a kitten being introduced to a dog. Like an already an adult cat being introduced to a puppy is hard. You have to train the puppy. It's your responsibility to make sure that the puppy is not irritating the cat because it's not fair to the cat.
Yeah.
And
So giving the
I don't
cat
know,
like
maybe,
its own
create
space,
training.
maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Like high up places. Because the thing about my cats is they can always jump up and Willow can't get to them. You know, they can always have a space where she can't go.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I think for Bitey Shark, having like lots of things around to give them instead.
That's what I was gonna say.
is helpful.
Just replace.
I think also like using the what's that like air thing?
Like an air horn?
No, it's like basically compressed air, and
But doesn't that scare the dog?
to not
Well,
bite you.
This is how we
Willow
all
does
come with
not do
different
well with
opinions.
fear-based. Yeah.
Just for like real, if there's like I don't know, I feel like I did a bad job.
Well, I think
of, like,
more positive
encouraging it.
reinforcement would be better. Like rewarding the dog for not attacking the cat instead of scaring them. Because that's the thing that I did wrong as a dog
No,
parent.
this is Bitey Shark. This is not. I don't know anything about cats and dogs. This is not advice for cats and dogs. This is advice.
So
for,
when
like,
the dog is biting,
when you're biting you, yeah. Did Willow not go through like a piranha? Like she's biting.
she did, but she was so small. Yeah, she did, but she was easy to. I don't know. She was such an easy puppy.
Yeah, I think that's also the number one thing to remind yourself is like it is just a phase, and then you'll get to the point of us where you like barely even remember that phase. Sadie was also a
But
lot
also
worse
still
with biting.
teaching the cat or the dog to not chase the cat.
Yeah.
That's
sorry.
important.
I'm once again talking about biting because I also don't know about cats.
None of our advice is cats and dogs because we don't have them.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sadie bit a lot. Like she was really, really shark-like, and now she's like the most well-behaved angel, and she would never do any wrong. So like, just know.
Yeah, they just grow out of it. Honestly,
It
my
is
kittens were
annoying,
way
though.
worse at the biting, attacking than Willow ever was. Like I used to have to hold my black cat. I would put her in my palm and just hang her off the side, like away from me.
Oh,
because she would not stop attacking and biting me. Willow was a breeze compared to that.
Damn.
That's terrifying. Also, obviously, I guess I just didn't even think it needed to be said, but I highly, highly believe in getting a professional trainer to help you, especially in that first year. Because they really just
because that's really going to set the tone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would definitely get some training on the barking if your dog's barky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Barking is tough.
Very tough. Okay. Advice for someone who feels left behind. I feel like this is good because it applies to a lot of different things, but probably just a general feeling that a lot of people have in their 20s and 30s, especially.
You know what helped me is like feeling like I'm not on the same timeline as everyone, is finding a community that was on my timeline or like more similar to me. Because a lot of people always, there's no race. You're on your own. Everybody's on their own timelines. And like, yeah, that's all fine and dandy to hear, but it still doesn't help when everyone around you is doing things that you want to be doing or, whatever, accomplishing things that you're not in. We always say like, focus on your accomplishments and stuff, but also it is hard to do. But like surrounding yourself with people that are like you, that are, more similar timeline.
Yeah.
Help. And then you can still have the people in your life that are on a different timeline or whatever, but also having the people that you feel more. Well, I don't know the right
It's
word,
interesting because I feel like even just reading this question, like we would all take it in different ways based on what we what we each feel left behind in. Totally. Like because you're approaching it from like a part of life, I think, of like single people and whatnot who are living a similar life than you. I was immediately thinking about money. Like I was immediately like, feeling left behind and making less money, and then comparing myself like based on age. Like I'll be like, oh, but that person's older than me, or then I'll be like, okay, but I'm making the same as these people I went to high school with, or like, oh no, this person I went to high school with is now making so much money, like things like that. So that's interesting already.
Yeah.
Or even does it mean like being left behind by a friend group or something?
Yeah,
like
could mean that like in your hometown, or like if a bunch of people move away, you're feeling left behind. Yeah, just in friendships.
Yeah.
I also think just building a lot of like security in yourself and like seeing if there's things that are like about you that you're like, okay, this is what I'm kind of coming back to and comparing myself to. Because I feel like just like both of you said, like one of you is comparing more like life things and one of you is comparing more money things. So like building more security in those areas of yourself, I think does help a lot with the left behind, because I think whenever you end up in those comparison things, or like, you know, people are talking about money, or people are talking about like, you know, being in their 30s in relationships or whatever, then it doesn't, like, you don't have that kind of like dagger feeling, or like that, you know, kind of thing in the back of your mind being like, oh, well, you should do that, or you should do this. Because I feel like I've built a lot more of that in the last like year or so, especially like from like an agency perspective, being like, this is what I want to build and this is how I want to build it. So then I'm seeing people like on stages or like speaking at events or doing these things, and I'm like, that's not my journey, because I don't want that lifestyle. So now when I'm seeing those things, they're not quite so like triggering.
Yeah. And if that was all you were surrounding yourself with too, are these people who were becoming public speakers or whatever, then it'd be impossible not to compare yourself all the time.
Yeah. 100%.
Which I guess goes back to therapy, because I'm like, how do you get more secure within yourself except for really therapy or therapy?
Well, I do think like what Brittany meant by like, I'm not at the top of the mountain in like terms of relationships, building a family or whatever, but like I am very secure in I have my dream job. I make good money. I have all this financial freedom, like those things. So it's like, I'm very confident in this area, and maybe I'm behind in this area, but I'm ahead in this area, you know?
Well, you also like have, over the last like 2 years, you've completely transformed like your, I feel like your self narrative maybe, or like your perception of yourself. Like you now view yourself in like a completely different light, which I think people take like until the end of their life to kind of get to that point. So I think that's like a huge thing where like you have a lot more security like in yourself, where, you know, there are
like
things
self-esteem,
where you talk
confidence.
about, you talk about like relationships, and you're like, yeah, that would be nice, but you're like, I don't really want just any relationship, you know? So I feel like that's a huge kind of turning point in, you know, your security in yourself.
Yeah.
And it's impossible to be good or ahead at all. Like that is just impossible. So
and it just takes time to build your confidence. And
I think reminding myself that literally everyone feels that way in different areas does help.
Yeah.
How do you shift mindsets when a relationship goes past the honeymoon stage and gets long term?
Well, I'm an expert in this one.
You take it, Dev.
Take it away.
I got this.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I read the questions. I didn't know if I should answer first. Well, on one side, there's like the psychological side of it, where your brain, literally, your chemicals do change for the love hormones when you hit that 1.5 to 2 year mark. So part of that like is true in a sense. And that's when my other 2 relationships ended, was around that 1.5 to 2 year mark, where I think that shifts. And on the other part of my brain, that's with Cameron, is like, it should never really end. I don't think that it ends or should end once it gets long term. I think for us specifically, and maybe that applies to more couples, but like, I think it's more just like there's 2 phases and we go in and out of both of them. And for the majority of the time, we're in the honeymoon phase. And then occasionally we can like get out of that cycle, whether that's one of us not, I guess, meeting the needs of the other in a sense, in whatever way. Or if life is like too busy or something's going on where we just like fall out of the groove of that.
And do you just get sick of each other ever?
No, never. Never, ever.
That's very
so like, I feel like if you do get to the point where you are getting sick of someone, then maybe it's like not your right person.
I feel like I have a very different perspective on this.
Okay.
Really?
We need Brittany's perspective.
Yeah.
She gets sick of you.
Well, I just feel like I always I feel like I think of the honeymoon stage in like such a different.
That's what I was going to say. The
like
definition
like
could
the
be
first,
different.
like few months is just kind of like this like giddy unknown, like getting to know each other, kind of like novelty. And I feel like there's, for me, I feel like that kind of definition of honeymoon like does kind of end a little bit, but you can like bring elements of enjoying the relationship and like the novelty, like there's different novelty that you can bring into your relationship. Like through
Mhm.
experiences or like doing different things together or trying like different hobbies like cooking classes or whatever it might be. Like there's a lot of different novelties like that that I feel like you can do. But I feel like the long term, I don't think it's not like a negative connotation to be like going into the long term. I feel like there's so much like security in your relationship that you get to have. Like you get to do the mundane things together, like spend an afternoon on the couch on Sunday together. And I feel like there's a lot more like exciting things, like you're planning your future, you're planning trips, you're planning like, I don't know. I think the long term is really fun, and there can be a lot of like really joyous, like interesting, fun things about the long term aspects of it. I don't know if you mean like there's like it's getting stale, like if that's kind of what you're describing. Because I feel like if there's like it's getting stagnant or stale, or there's things that you're missing about like the kind of like honeymoon stage, then it's just bringing those conversations up and figuring out like how you can kind of get back to those feelings too.
Yeah. Because some people are like serial daters because they love that beginning stage of like the getting to know each other and like feeling uncomfortable maybe slightly, or like having
Yeah.
nerves and the giddiness and not knowing what's to come and whatnot. They like that feeling so much. So it's like they always end relationships to get back to that initial feeling. Or like I don't necessarily love that feeling. My favorite part is once it gets to the long term where it's like, oh, now
Yeah.
we're best friends and we can be so comfortable around each other, but have so much fun just going to grocery shop or just like literally
Yeah.
doing anything makes like the daily mundane things 10 times more fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, like if they're describing it as getting stale or like feeling like it's no longer good, or you're not having fun, or you're not like liking the person anymore, then I feel like that's not really the best sign.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I'm just transitions to like a deep love, which is more fun.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think like you can look into it also, like do research about your actual brain chemicals and stuff changing, because I think that can help you if you're feeling like, why am I feeling this way, to kind of try to understand it better and see if that's the way that you're feeling. That helped me at least.
I would have never even thought about that.
Yeah, because a lot of people grow up, if like you grow up in a crazy environment, or like if you've had crazy, intense, dramatic relationships in the past, then like experiencing a secure, normal, healthy relationship can be boring, or you feel like it's not right and stale. But like that can be the case, but it might also be the case that it's just healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What lesson or lessons took you the longest to learn about anything? Life, skills, hobby, etc. I thought about my answer already, so I could say it first.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I was writing it down. I think the thing that
It's a good journaling prompt.
No, it is. Like I was like really thinking about it. There's probably a million. But one that I still continuously have to learn and remind myself is to not be anxious about the thing ahead of time, because I'm always going to be anxious about it once it actually gets there. And there's no use to stress about it for hours, days, weeks, months leading up to it.
Totally. Yeah, I'm getting better at that too.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, it has something to do with like my personality, and always just thinking that like I'm not good enough because I'm quiet or whatever, and slowly learning that like it's okay to be quiet, and that I'm not even quiet. Like or like I'm not awkward. Yeah, I used to think like, oh, I'm awkward because I'm quiet, so I don't want to talk to people. And it's like I'm still learning to be confident in my personality, but I'm learning it at least. I wish I would have known it when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes me so pissed off about traders. I'm like,
me too.
Because someone's not as fucking loud and obnoxious as you, they're a traitor. Like, fuck off.
Or then if someone is loud and obnoxious, they're also a traitor. Like it's so biased
right.
based on personalities.
I'd
and,
go
like,
in there
that bugs
so
me.
anxious, like trying not to be too loud or not to be too quiet. Like,
I know.
It'd be
And
so
also
hard.
it's just so like all these men get away with everything just because everybody loves men. You know, it's a patriarchy. And like, you know,
men.
Rob is like, everyone adores Rob. He could never be a traitor. He's the sweetest little boy. Like, grow up.
Do you guys think like if you went into it with your best friend or with a family member or something, like for the figure skaters, for example, if one of you was a traitor, like, do you think that you would tell them? Because I always wonder that in the
You
best
aren't
friend
allowed
shit.
to.
Yeah, you're not. So, like, what if one of them was a traitor? Do you think that they would give each other a hint or something? Or, like,
That would be hard. Or like, would you be able to know would you be able to tell if your best friend was?
I would strike a deal and be like, I'm gonna protect you till the end, and you protect me. And if I win, I'll give you some of my money.
Yeah. Like before you go on. Like obviously
Yeah.
you can't tell each other while you're there, but like
Yeah.
let's
beforehand.
just, always protect each other no matter what.
And
Yeah, because there's like married couples sometimes.
Yeah, I just watched the UK one where it was a mother and son.
Wasn't
and
that
nobody
good?
knew.
Did you finish that?
Yeah.
We'll talk about
I
it.
have one
after
episode
you're done.
left. Yeah, I don't want it to
Oh,
end.
it's so good.
Oh, I haven't watched that one.
I love them.
Cam was like, yeah, I'd call you out. He'd be like, yeah, she's acting different. This is not how she normally acts. She's a traitor. I'm like, damn. He's like, well, we'd both split the money anyway. Like, cool.
But he should keep you like well, I guess if you're a traitor, yeah, at the very end.
At the
I
very
would call
end.
you out. Yeah.
I don't know. That would be hard.
Or if you were the only traitor left, then I would want you to win because you would win it all.
Mm-hmm.
So I would keep it going.
Yeah, I feel like I'd cover for him. I would always know if he was lying for sure.
Back to the question.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Britt. You don't
Sorry.
get to answer.
It's fine. I feel like one of what lessons I'm still learning, but I feel like I kind of feel a little bit better about is just that I get to define my version of success, and I don't need to like look for others' validation or like what they're defining as success as like mine or like adopt it as mine. And I feel like I'm 100% happier because of that.
I love that.
Plus, you are so successful.
Thank
So
you.
successful.
You're a badass.
It is so true, though.
On like feeling that, but I do feel like really successful in what I'm doing, like in the path that I'm going.
Oh yeah,
good. You should. We were talking about that last night watching the Olympics, the figure skaters, because they like gave the medals to their parents after, and we were like, oh my God, that would be so crazy to have your kid be an Olympian. Like that would feel so wild. But then we were also saying like it is so crazy because thinking about having a kid, like I really do not care whatsoever what they were to do or like how in quote unquote successful they are at it. Like I would never even think about that. Like as long as they were happy, that's literally all I would want for them. So it's funny that like I can't do that for myself, but my imaginary future child, I feel that way for.
I always wanted a famous child and I got one.
You should journal to yourself as your best friend. Like
that's smart
because you would give yourself some really good advice for a lot of your situations.
Probably true. That's the way it always is. Everyone's able to give advice and not take their own.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good idea to journal like that.
That's also why I like the inside out therapy, the IFS therapy.
Yeah. I still also haven't done that. So I really want to make time to do that.
You're like really looking at everything way more objectively and not like so personally. And it's so much easier to like figure things out.
I've been trying to do that actually in my head when I wake up in the middle of the night and can't go back to sleep. And I actually do think it helped me fall right back asleep, but I don't remember any of the thoughts or like I would make up little characters. I'd be like, okay, this will be this character. I don't remember any of it, like because I'm doing it in the middle of the night when I'm like falling asleep
while you're conscious. Because I discovered
I know.
Like,
I don't think about it in
the other night.
We're talking about the IFS therapy that Brittany's done, and she like goes in depth with it on her Patreon if you want to check out that episode because it was very interesting. But in short, it's like Inside Out, the movie.
Should we do one last one for Dev?
Yeah, I think so. Sounds good. How did Devin get out of her TikTok rut? I remember her talking about wanting to give up on it a lot last year, or maybe the year before. I've been a listener for a while. Thanks for listening for a while.
That is long time listener.
I didn't get out of my TikTok rut, honestly. I just post.
Right.
I feel like you're out of it.
I post
like
my Instagrams on there. Like I think of it as more of it's my secondary. Like I'm just putting my Instagram content on there, really.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like
because I was really trying to do it as like a solo thing. Like I want to blow up on TikTok type of thing, and I just kind of gave up on that.
Mm-hmm. But I also think that when you were like more in your rut, like nothing was really working for you. Like it was like across the board. But you really defined like you like were making content for you and like your people and not just like what was gonna like appease everyone else.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, I
that's when
kind of
everything
now
started
just look at
changing.
TikTok as it is. It's not my primary thing, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
I think that's good. Once again, you can't focus on 100% everything. And you're doing YouTube way
Yeah,
more.
no.
I feel like.
Yeah, I would much rather be consistent on YouTube, and Instagram is like where my majority of my community is and stuff. And TikTok is just, although I do have a community there, and like I'm really bad about responding to comments and stuff on TikTok because I'm not on it as much and caring about it as much, which I should get better at that. But
honestly, yeah, I feel like I've found way more community on TikTok in the last few months by following other people and commenting on their videos and stuff. And it's like, honestly, I'm getting a lot of people that live like in Washington and Oregon, not necessarily close to me, but like in the area that are gardening or renovating their house or like similar things to mine.
That's cool.
Where like we now comment on each other's posts and stuff. And it feels like kind of reminiscent to when we got dogs and like getting dogs at the same time as other people.
There are actually a few cozy creators that are like mutuals that is really fun. Like I'm becoming a part of the cozy community and I love that. But also I have them on Instagram more. Like,
gotcha.
So
yeah, I think YouTube, I love YouTube. Like I just want that to be successful this year. I'm about to hit 25K and that's so the craziest thing to me.
That is so crazy. That's gonna be more than me. I mean, I have 35,000, but you're gonna pass me because you're growing so quickly.
Are you
if you started posting your shorts, I'm trying to do one a month.
Shorts.
But yeah, if Devin posted her shorts, she would have already surpassed 100K. So
maybe.
No, I could guarantee it. One day.
Did you know you can link your YouTube videos to your shorts?
Oh yeah, I saw.
So, oh my god, you should have your editor make YouTube teasers and like link them on the shorts.
That's another thing I need to start, just like posting that I have a YouTube on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, plug for Devin's YouTube. Go follow her.
Go follow. Not mine though.
It's fun. Go follow Maggie's too.
Sorry. But you're like taking off. Maggie needs a sub too. Go check her out.
No, it's fine.
I have a vested interest in Devin's YouTube.
Yep.
What was I going to say? Oh, Grace has been using chat to help her with titles of her videos. And they've been like popping off way more because of it.
Really?
Oh. Do you do
I do not use.
Do you do the A/B test for your thumbnails?
No, because I hate making thumbnails, so I'm not going to make two.
Okay.
Okay, come listen to our chat in Patreon now. Love you.
Please come join our patreon.com/SoGladWeFriends. Leave a rate and review wherever you listen to podcasts. We'll see you next week. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.